Good morning. Good morning, Kara Sinelli. Good morning to True Spitter. Good morning, Mountain Girl, to be me. Good morning, Poppin' J. I'll check out these green lights. Oh, they got inmates out here doing something. How y'all doing? Good morning, Philly. Good morning, Danny Butler. Good morning, Alfonso Vargas. Good morning. Mewtwo. They're using inmate labor to set up them flags. Let's go up here and look, see if they did any more construction right here. Good morning, Womby. Good morning, Damien. Good morning, Sonics. I hear one of my crow buddies out here. Hey, this morning they had grits, scrambled eggs, biscuits, bacon. Looks like somebody broke that down right here. We're gonna go right here and utilize that crosswalk. Reserved parking. Good morning, Omar. Good morning, Trainwreck. Good morning, Splinter 420. Hey, you see these sheriff's deputies, they actually pitch in helping set up the flags. How y'all doing? morning, strangers. Hello, KU. Hello, Kenneth. Double tap your screen to give old EagleNick a like. And please be sure to subscribe if you've not done so already. We are live in downtown Dalton, up here by the Whitfield County Courthouse. EagleNick AUDIT. You know what I mean, VERN. They are setting up the Avenue of Flags. Hey, what's up, brothers? Hey, I told you the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office is a good group. Surely they won't get us for walking across here because they did the same thing. Good morning, Alvin. Good morning, Dennis. Hey, they look good, y'all. Y'all did a great job, sir. Y'all did a great job. Oh, they're parked up in under the parking deck, so I won't be able to go under there. But we are live this morning at the Whitfield County Courthouse in downtown Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. Good morning, 420 somewhere. I had to be up here in 2 weeks on November the 21st for my arraignment on that disorderly conduct. So I figured we'd get an early start and come on up here today. Well, I do not have court today, but I do have arraignment in 2 weeks from today. I will have to be here in 2 weeks from today for my arraignment. Look, there goes some of my crow buddies. Hello, S-Rod. Good morning, Shane. But that was inmates from the Whitfield County Detention Center. They've been up here setting up the avenue of flags. That was the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office. And I didn't want to light one of these around them inmates because they cannot smoke. Here they go right here. Good morning, Jugalassus. How you doing, Jug? No, I just didn't see you, brother. Good morning, John Capel. Yeah, I didn't want to light one of them cigars. We'll pick up that trash. I didn't want to light one of them cigars in front of them inmates because they cannot smoke. You know, I didn't want to tempt them. You know, that would have been cruel to pull out them Cheyenne cigars around inmates who are not allowed to smoke. So I wanted to give them that respect. Here's some more garbage. Some more garbage. Well, that's a lot of garbage laying out here. Got a lot of garbage laying around out here. Look at this. The trash cans are way around here on the side. Hey, that's all kind of garbage. A water bottle. Look at all that garbage. Good morning, Jared. Good morning, the Weeping Corpse. Hey, Dalton, Georgia. The state of Georgia is a red state. We're gonna throw all this garbage right here in the garbage can. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, JD 187. Look, here's some more garbage. Now, right across the road, right yonder, is the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia. Now, look how they have them flags flying so low. That is well below half mast. Now that is the post office where the postmaster had old EagleNick trespassed. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Paul G. Hey, I like a good bowl of soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah, I was not arrested at the post office. I was arrested on our corner property, charged with trespassing at that post office. Even though I was never lawfully trespassed, I was never issued a written trespass. I never committed a crime at the post office. Yeah, it is not at half-mast. It is well below that. They had it nearly on the ground, looked like to me. The only way you can trespass on public property is if you are committing a crime. Good morning, Michelle. Hey, you and me both, Danny Butler. I'm being deprived of my rights. It is deprivation of rights under the color of law. Now, I was charged with disorderly conduct for my free speech, which is protected by the United States Constitution. Good morning, Alien Conception. Well, I'm not an alien, so I don't see why you can't understand me. Now, that vehicle in that far left lane there is a government vehicle. Good morning, Caleb. Thank you so much for that super chat, Caleb. Good morning, Vernon. How you doing, brother? Look, the yellow section. Got the brown section. Now they denote where the flags go by the color of the stripe on the bottom of the flag. Here we have the purple section. Here we have the gray section, but there is no, well, there's the gray. Look at all my crow buddies out here. Here we have the blue section. Here we have EagleNick's bicycle. You know what I mean, Vern? Let's see if we can get this flag unwrapped. Actually, two of them here. There we go. Maybe when the wind hits them, they'll blow now. Those were wrapped up, just like this one is. It depends on how they had the flag turned on whether or not it flies. Got a few of them wrapped up because they didn't have them facing right. Now the flag is not going to fly when it gets wrapped around the pole. Hey, people like Vernon, you can't do nothing that makes them happy. No matter what I do, they don't like EagleNick. You know what I mean, Vern? Some people you just cannot please. Good morning, Robert. God bless you as well, Robert. Thank you so much. Now we're going to throw that cigarette butt. It's out in the garbage can. Hey, you have a blessed day, Dennis. Thank you for coming on the live stream. Good morning, Billy Burns. Good morning, Becra. If they had all them flags turned right, they would all be flying at the same time. There's a bunch of them wrapped up around the pole. Hey, you have a blessed day, Jared. Jared Schweitzer. Good morning, Kobe. Yeah, Kobe, back the blue until it happens to you. You know what I mean, Vern? You can say that until something like that happens to you, but you probably ain't got a spine. Now, it is not a crime to stand up for our constitutional rights. But it is a crime to have those constitutional rights violated. That is a federal crime. Now, a misdemeanor criminal trespass is a misdemeanor. It's not even a state crime. Yet I am being tried in state court over a misdemeanor. But violating somebody's constitutional rights is a federal crime. Hello, James Slocum. Oh, they probably will, James Slocum, because the Dalton Police Department is crooked and corrupt. The Dalton Police Department does not like their corruption being exposed. Hey, if you don't stand up for your rights, you might as well say you don't have any. Good morning, Balloton. Well, they should be some Whitfield County Sheriff's deputies be pulling into back here any time now. one. Hey, when I end this live stream, I'm going to go live again. Now, we'll be ending this live stream right at about the 1 hour mark. But after I end the live stream, I'm going to go live a second time. Be sure to check out this live stream around the 9-10 minute mark. The Whitfield County Sheriff's Department had some Whitfield County inmates out here setting up these flags. But they waved at me and I waved back at them. The two sheriff's officers, they waved at old EagleNick. But we're going to be ending this live stream in about 6.5 minutes. Then old EagleNick will be going back live. Good morning, Lynn Lawrence. How you doing, Miss Lynn? United we stand. There's the Magnolia. Sergeant Marshall L. Edgerton, Army, Enduring Freedom, the Gulf, killed in action. In memory of Sergeant Marshall Edgerton. He was killed in action in the Gulf War. There ain't too many of them got one of them things on them. Look, this one ain't got nothing on it. Yeah, it does. Lance Corporal William L. Dwight, Marines, Vietnam, killed in action. Now, he was in Vietnam and killed in action. These are the POW MIA flags. Prisoner of war, missing in action. You are not forgotten. In memory of Grady William Putnam, Army retired, World War II, POW, prisoner of war. Yep, missing in action means they never recovered their body. But we have about a minute and a half, and EagleNick will be ending this live stream. But then I will be starting a second one. Whitfield County Schools. Good morning, Lee, NFC. Hey, we'll be ending this live stream real quick, but I'll be going live again. EagleNick AUDIT. Peace and bacon grease. You know what I mean, VERN. I am EagleNick, and I'm out.